Tomo News presents
Meow Meows.
Faith in Humanity Restored. This poor kitten in China got trapped behind a glass wall without food and water and was slowly dying. But luckily, a good Samaritan came to the rescue. Earlier this month, the cat somehow became stuck behind the wall in a building in the southwestern city of Chengdu. After a period reported to be 3 days, a karaoke receptionist saw the kitten. He looked around but realized there were no gaps available for him to pull the little guy out. So the receptionist called the building's property management office to ask for help. The building staff knew the glass wall was built between aluminum door frames and a load-bearing wall, so they dug out a tunnel to rescue the kitten. After the successful rescue, the receptionist decided to take the tired and hungry cat home and adopt it. However, despite the good news, we're still wondering exactly how did the kitten get trapped in the first place, and why it took 3 days for anyone to notice. Let us know in the comments if you got any bright ideas about that. Luhu is officially the world's saddest cat. Whatever you're doing to make this cat sad, please stop. Seriously, we can't take it anymore. Look at those world-weary eyes. Damn, even fresh watermelon doesn't brighten her day. Luhu the cat even looks sad playing with a panda bear. How is that possible? A cat-panda combo is like a Pavlovian cue for happiness, no? Luhu lives in Beijing, but that's not why she's sad. She has 2 older brothers, but they're also not the reason she's sad. In fact, no one knows why she's sad. It's one of those Bermuda Triangle-like mysteries. It must be you. You must have done something. Cats don't just get sad. So will you please stop doing whatever it is you're doing? You're making Luhu sad. Her owner, Maggie Liu, on the other hand, has 40,000 followers on her Instagram account, which features several billion pictures of Luhu and her siblings, so Maggie's not that sad. But Luhu? Luhu's now been dubbed the saddest cat in the world. How sad is that? Grumpy Cat was different. You'd be grumpy too if people turned you into a meme. But Luhu's too sad to even be made into a meme, and that's sad too. We'd like to say it gets better, Luhu, but it doesn't. It just stretches on and on, one long sad day after another. It's just sad. Look at those eyes. No, I will not take my Prozac! Leave me alone! Only Luhu knows how I feel. Just sad.
Alien cat becomes Instagram celebrity from genetic disorder. Matilda, the cat with alien eyes of Instagram fame, only started having swollen eyes after turning 1 year old. Her owners, identified as the Bearded Man and the Lady, are residents of Vancouver, Canada. When they adopted Matilda, the cat had regular eyes, but then they started having noticeable problems. Because of a genetic disorder, the lenses in both of the cat's eyes detached, making them blind and swollen. Matilda's owners took the cat to several veterinarians and used different treatments before an eye specialist identified the disorder. The eye specialist told Matilda's owners it was a spontaneous lens luxation, and she might eventually have to undergo surgery to remove both eyes. Her owners started a GoFundMe page to pay for the cat's medical treatment and reached their goal of $2,500 in a few days. Now, Matilda's owners have started another crowdfunding campaign for cats with similar genetic problems.
Felix the cat uses up one of her 9 lives. A London dock worker is being hailed a hero after he saved a cat from drowning in the River Thames. This surveillance footage of the incident was posted to Facebook by London's Royal Docks on Monday. It shows the dock's engineering and operations manager, Scott Durbin, leaping into action after Felix fell into the drink. Felix got an unexpected bath when she was fighting with another cat, and things got out of hand. But Scott Durbin wasn't about to let the Royal London Docks official office cat drown. Faster than a speeding bullet, Durbin ran to the water's edge and grabbed the little kitty by her neck before she sunk to the bottom of the river. We're not sure if cats are good swimmers, but Durbin wasn't taking any chances. Felix the cat was doing fine on Tuesday. A spokesman for the dog said he was happy to report that the kitty experienced no injury or trauma. However, Felix may have suffered a little wounded pride. The spokesman said everyone in the office had been laughing behind Felix's back about her blasé, nothing to see here routine that followed her dunking.
Cat gets head stuck in plastic jar. Helpful human sets it free.
Right. רגע. תלך.
כן. תיזהר מהראש שלה. תיזהר. נראה לי שזה לא טוב מה שאתה עושה.
וואו.
תיזהר אבל.
אני אביא משהו אחר.
תנסה לסובב את זה אולי. שאלה, בסדר? תיזהר.
רגע.
יופי. זקנה. קופסה שאי אפשר לשלוף, מה זה? יואו, זה יופי. כל הכבוד לך. כל הכבוד.
Geotagging Bobcat leads to discovery of 2 newborn kittens. Aww, aren't they just the cutest? These little bobcat kittens were born last month in California's Santa Monica Mountains, where biologist Joanne Moriarty and her team of National Park Service researchers had been tracking their mother's GPS collar through the spring. Using a GoPro to capture footage of a spot she was frequenting, they found the 2 male kittens nuzzling together in a wood rat nest. The little ones, now affectionately known as Bobcat B340 and B341, were then tagged, measured, and returned to their cozy nest. By studying their diets and behaviors, the researchers' findings will aid a continued effort to help protect wildlife habitats in the area. The scientists also set up a camera in the den to watch out for Mom's return. When she got back, though, the little cat pack's stay was short-lived, and they soon moved out of the den, much to the delight of the original occupant of the nest, a wood rat.
Here's a video of a pretty darn big puppy drinking from a cat's teat. Don't be alarmed, this growing puppy isn't ravaging this kind pussycat. This is just a little bit of totally natural interspecial nursing going down. It's not unusual for animals to foster those of a different species, and in this case, the puppy is being nursed by a cat because, according to the cat's owner, the puppy lost his mother a few days after he was born. Aww. But the cat had recently had kittens, so the owners decided to put the puppy in with the litter. And wouldn't you know it, Mama Cat immediately took the little orphan in as one of her own, and has been breastfeeding the pup ever since. The scene is a tad unsettling because mommy and baby are practically the same size, but still, pretty darn cute, no? Brooklyn hipster abandons cat with litter box and supplies. It's enough to bring a tear to your eye. This poor cat was found abandoned on a street in Brooklyn last week. Next to him, a litter box and other feline-related supplies. Abandoned like Moses left to float down the river, or the penguin from Batman thrown into the sewer. It's no wonder the kitty was crying. It seems likely that for one heartless hipster, the cost of getting his pet hep cat neutered was too much, and probably much better spent on organic tofu burgers or ironic beard grooming products or something. The cat was dumped on Nostrand Avenue between Lefferts and Sterling, but disappeared soon after when a street sweeper scared him off, sparking a frantic search among Brooklyn's feline-loving community. The hunt took several days, but Nostrand, as the kitty was later named, eventually showed up on Sunday in a retired cat rescuer's backyard. Fat Cats, a local organization that advocates the trap, neuter, and return of strays, was happy to take Nostrand in. They got him vetted and screened for a microchip, which he didn't have. According to vets, Nostrand is 1 year old. Fat Cats say that a lot of male cats get dumped by their owners when they mature because there's not enough places to get them neutered cheaply in New York. Nostrand is now available for adoption, and he comes with his own kitty litter and supplies. Scammers are shaving cats to pass them off as a more expensive breed. An animal lover who paid 700 Canadian dollars for a highly prized hairless Sphinx cat said she was horrified when the kitten later sprouted fur. Alberta woman Joanne Dyke's story prompted others who'd also been duped to come forward, suggesting there's at least one rogue breeder out there, shaving cats and passing them off as sphinxes. Joanne's catastrophic experience began when she agreed to buy Vlad the kitten from an online vendor living more than 300 miles away. No problem, the seller insisted. A friend would drop the little guy off. But when Vlad failed to get along with Joanne's other cat, she sold him to another owner. Vlad's current owner was sad to see he hated to be petted and spent a lot of time crying, so she took him to a vet. The vet said Vlad had cuts on his skin, caused by razor burns or hair removal gel, and his tail had become infected. The woman took Vlad home, and about a week later, he'd grown a full coat of orange hair. Calls to the original seller went unanswered because the number was now out of service. 2 other women, also from Alberta, said they too had fallen victim to the hairless cat scam. One of the women said she thought she was getting a bargain when she bought a purebred Sphinx for $650, because they usually go for almost twice that. But within a few weeks, the kitten was covered in black fur. The women warned that their tales should serve as a lesson to others, and advised potential buyers that if a seller won't let you come to their house, then the deal is probably too good to be true.
Koyuki Cat is the latest angry cat sensation. A new feline has reared her angry face, but is she a match for the most annoyed cat on the internet? Hailing from Yokohama, Japan, Koyuki is a 9-year-old Scottish fold whose death stare is just as good as Grumpy Cat's resting bitch face. Thanks to her permanently furrowed brow, Koyuki has charmed the internet with her angry face, gaining over 44,000 Twitter followers and almost 37,000 Instagram loyalists. Koyuki's owner insists she's not angry or upset. But is this cat throwing shade at the world's most beloved annoyed feline? Grumpy Cat is a fan of not being a fan of cat homes. Koyuki is too. Grumpy Cat hates boxes. Koyuki despises them. Koyuki recently appeared in a comic book. Grumpy Cat has her own series, and a whole lot of swag. She even has her own Hollywood star, because, of course, she filmed her own movie. Koyuki is cute and all, in that angry, leave me alone so we can't get enough of you cat kind of way. But it's a Grumpy Cat nation. Nay, world. No, universe. Those are just some big paw prints to fill for one little kitty.
Blind stray cat rocks funny bow ties after being rescued from the street. This 4-year-old ginger cat used to wander the dark alleys of South Philly, barely able to see due to microphthalmia, a pre-birth condition which results in small eyeballs. It's for this reason that along the way he was given the name Mr. Magoo. You remember Mr. Magoo, don't you? Taken off the streets in 2013, Animal Control put Mr. Magoo on the kill list because they ran out of room in their shelter. Not only that, but the cat had also developed an infection that had him suffering from nosebleeds and ulcers in his mouth. On death's door in more ways than one, a Facebook post by the Blind Cat Rescue and Sanctuary caught the attention of a couple who were moved by his harrowing tale, and soon the squinty-eyed kitty had found a family to call his own. Ever since, luck has arrived. Mr. Magoo's got a comfy home to hang around in, and his story was so dramatic, a book series was written about his life. After reaching that first rung of fame, lately he's been drawing plenty of attention on Instagram for his kooky fashion sense. He may look like he gets dressed in the dark, but cut him some slack. He can barely see. No matter what he's wearing, After everything he's endured, he's probably earned the right to live the rest of his 9 lives unapologetically, wouldn't you say? Stay cool, kitty cat. You're an inspiration to us all.